the chairman of this conference titled Sustainable Engineering and Industrial Technology. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. Good day, everybody. I'm here before you today to present a paper on investigation of noise pollution level at major commercial areas in suburban area of Sabon Gari LG, Kaduna State, Nigeria. Authors are Idoko AA, Igboro XB, Sani BS, and Jolaiya VB. Department of Water Resources and Environmental Engineering, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Nigeria. Introduction. Noise is a type of pollution that is characterized by loud displeasing sound with its attendant health consequences such as cognitive impairment, tinnitus, stress, cardiovascular diseases, annoyance, presbycusis. Noise is a powerful indicator of environmental degradation and one of the most important factors for determination of the sustainability of the quality of life in the ecosystem. Noise burden of diseases were estimated to be equivalent to 1.7 million in Western Europe. Statement of problem. There is a very limited understanding of the type, sources, and impact of noise pollution in commercial area of Sabon Gari LGA. There is lack or inadequate or requisite data to be used by concerned authority to plan effective noise monitoring and mitigation measures in the affected area. Justification of the study. Noise abatement and its impact on health should be considered in the sustainable development to enhance active and productive lifestyle. In order to consider the effect of noise pollution such as annoyance and tinnitus and adaptation and coping strategy, there is a need for better understanding on the magnitude and the spread of noise within the environment. Obtaining vital data from the field will facilitate proactive knowledge-based policy and enforcement of standards to mitigate noise pollution in Nigeria. And aim and objectives. The goal of this study is to investigate noise pollution level at major commercial areas in Sabon Gari LGA of Kaduna State. Specific objectives are 1. Identifications of locations and sources of noise generation, measurement and analysis of noise indicators from identified sources in Sabon Gari LGA. Compare the measured noise level with NESREA, World Health, Sergeant and School Standard to determine percentage of exceedance. Materials and methodology. Noise meter, not triple-silicon, global positioning system, and SPSS version 26 Microsoft Excel were used respectively. Environmental noise investigation flowchart. Ambient environmental noise reconnaissance survey was carried out for 3 days. Logarithmic measurement and computation of LA equivalent using Excel. LA equivalent for morning, logarithmic equivalent for afternoon and evening and night were computed respectively using Excel. The logarithmic average for the day and for the evening and for the night were computed, and the summation of what happened in 24 hours, that is the LDEN, were also computed, and it was compared with World Health and NESREA standard. As you move to the left of the chart, they will have the noise index, the L10, which is the peak level of noise during a period of measurement, is a 10% of exceedance, and the L50 is the average noise of the during the period of measurement and is the 50% of exceedance, and the L90, which is the background noise level, is a 90% exceedance. And noise parameter, the noise pollution level for each study locations, we identify the noise climate, which give us the variability between what happened between the hours of measurement, and the traffic noise index, we give us in order to estimate the annoyance response due to traffic. We computed the traffic noise index, and it was compared with school and sergeant standard standard, and also we make conclusion and recommendation. The L10 and the L50 and the L90 were compared with World Health and NESREA standard respectively. Reconnaissance survey was conducted for proposal selection of the measurement locations. Consequently, Samaru market was delineated into 3 study sites. Sabon Gari market was also subdivided into 3 study sites and a fruit market. And a busy business area, we purposefully selected 4 locations, which is the busy business areas where we delineated: Umar Faruk Plaza, Manchester Line in PZ, Techno PZ, and Bello Trading Company. Now, noise measurement procedures. The noise meter was mounted on a tripod stand to the ground level at a height of 1.5 meter. It was also positioned at least 1 to 3.5 meter from any acoustical reflection surface other than ground level, and all the other precautionary measures were strictly adhered to based on BS 7445 standard. The noise measurement was carried out in all the selected locations at 4 different times of the day, which are morning 7:30 to 8:30, afternoon 1 to 2 p.m., evening 4:30 to 5:30, night 10 to 11. The recording was carried out at 30 seconds interval. Thus, 120 data was lodged at each time interval at a condition conforming to safety regulation. Now, equation 1 was we used the Excel sheet to find the logarithmic mean for the L equivalent for each study location. The equation 2 was used for the computation of the L day, which is a summation of what happened in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. And the equation 3 was used for the L evening, which is a summation of what happened in the afternoon and in the evening. And the equation 4 was used for the computation of what happened in the night, and equation 5 was used for the summation of what's happened in the whole day, which is we add 5 penalty based on standard was added to evening, and 10 was added to the L night. Now, question 6 was used for the computation of a noise pollution index, and question 7 was used for the traffic noise index, and question 8 was used for the noise climate. Now, result presentation. Now, Lemo market, traffic activities and commercial activities. Samaru market, loudspeakers and generators and hawkers and traffic activities. Sabon Gari, traffic activities, light scale industry, generators, hawkers and hooting from vehicles. Now, busy business areas, we have grinding machines and traffic generators, light industry and hooting from vehicles. And table 2 was used for the comparison of World Health standard and Nigeria standard with LDEN, L90 and L10. And table 3 was used for the school standard and science standard for comparing traffic noise index and noise pollution level. Now, figure 2 is the multifaceted noise indicators of Samaru market. As I said earlier, Samaru market, 3 study areas were delineated: perishable, ear line and Saraki line, the vertical line and the horizontal line of the bar chart. Now, as you can see, the red dashed line across the bars is the NESREA standard, and the dashed dark line or black lines across these bars is the World Health standard, and the sinusoidal yellow line is the L90, which is the background noise level, and the L10, which is the sinusoidal line. Green line is a L10, and the bar line, vertical line, is the LE equivalent for each study location, traffic noise index, noise pollution level respectively. Now, the logarithmic LDEN grand mean for weekly and daily market days with 84.1 dB value exceeded the World Health standard by 20.1% and while NESREA standard by 12.1%, while the L10 grand mean of 77.9 decibel exceeded the World Health standard by 11.3% and NESREA standard by 3.9%. The grand mean is within the compared standard. The traffic noise index, which has a grand mean of 95 decibel for daily and weekly market, exceeded the compared standard by 28.4% using school and sergeant standard. The traffic noise for the study site were above the annoyance benchmark, while the noise pollution level for the Samaru market for the street study site of grand mean of 90.1 decibel exceeded the compared school and science standard by 18.1%. All the noise indicators analyzed in Samaru market exceeded the compared standard, which could suggest that the merchant could be predisposed to the effect of noise. And this study corresponds to the study carried out by Idoko in the year 2012. Now this is a table 4 is the evaluated noise result of Sabon Gari market. Sabon Gari market takes place in this is a daily market, and 3 study locations were delineated and the noise were computed respectively for each day, and also the LDEN grand mean of 89.8 decibel exceeded the world head standard by 25.4%, while NESREA standard by 19.7%, while the grand mean of L10 value of 83.9 decibel is above the compared standard by 16.7% and 18.5%. The L90 grand mean of 72.7 decibel of Sabon Gari market exceeded the world head standard by 3.9% and within NESREA standard. The traffic noise index of 113.8 decibel in Sabon Gari market exceeded the compared standard by 53.8%, while the noise pollution level exceeded the noise pollution level exceeded of 95.9 decibel exceeded the compared standard by 33.2%, and the noise climate is 16.3 decibel. Is the noise climate during the study location. This study conformed to related finding of Idoko. Now this is for Samaru market. So this is for fruit market or lemon market. Lemon market also we collected data for one day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night respectively. The same explanation goes to what has been explained earlier in figure 2. Now the value of 73.7 decibel exceeded the world head standard by 5.3% and within the NESREA specification, while the L10 with a grand mean value of 75.9 decibel exceeded the world head standard by 8.4% and within NESREA standard, while the traffic noise index of the grand mean value of 87.1 decibel exceeded the compared standard by 17.7%. The noise pollution index of grand mean of 87.2 decibel exceeded the compared standard by 20.1%, and it correlated well with related research conducted by Ononugo in 2017 and Idoko in 2012. Now this is a multifaceted noise evaluation of the busy business area of Faruk Plaza, Manchester Line, and Techno PZ and Bello Trading Company, and the grand mean respectively. The LDEN grand mean is 90.1 decibel exceeded the compared standard benchmark by 27.8% and 20.1% Nigerian standard. The L10 also exceeded respectively by 23.3% and 30.7%. The traffic noise index of 102.8 decibel exceeded the score and science standard by 38.9%, and the noise pollution level of 97.3 decibel exceeded the score and science standard by 35.1%. The noise climate grand mean is 23.8%. Now the compared noise standard exceeded all the compared noise indicators exceeded all the compared standard, which could suggest that the recipient could be predisposed to effect of noise pollutions. Now, findings from study findings. The finding revealed that for all the LDEN, 100% of all the location exceeded the world head specification by 70 decibel. 91.7% of all the study location exceeded the NESREA standard, and also the noise pollution level and the traffic noise pollution at all the 12 study locations in the 3 market and the busy business area range from 87.2 to 102.8 decibel. For the noise pollution level, 87.1 to 114 decibel, and they all exceeded the compared standard of school and the sergeant standard. This could result in diverse environmental effect of noise pollution, which include both physiological and psychological effect respectively. Looking at the future from here, there is a need to include noise pollution consideration in urban and suburban planning. Area with different activities should be strategically located separately. There should be provision of isolation of different layouts through provision of perimeter fencing around major market. Government should discourage merchants from displaying goods on major roads around the market. Improving on power supply from national grid also can reduce noise pollution in the market area drastically. Another related study should be carried out in industries and in industry and other markets and in other activities in Nigeria, and because the effect of noise pollution is very grave. Thank you for listening, and thank you for listening. These are the related literatures that were covered.